Welcome. You're now tuned into Family Life, where you find the good, the bad, and the ugly, past, present, and future. What it is, what it was, and what it looked like. Because it is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. Now let's go fish. But before we do, I'd like to propose a toast to death. Death is and does carry a weight, a supreme question mark above the minds of many when the word is spoken. But when recognized and looked upon in its truest essence, its redemptiveness, its naturalness, its purpose, one can find absolute clarity and solace within themselves, because death is merely a part of life, and you can't have one without the other. And death truly reveals a sense of understanding in a person. It is a true necessity for rejoicement. Death. So, here's to death. You know, I look around at all of the things that's going on a day-to-day basis around the world. It's quite compelling to see the faces, or lack thereof, of many people due to the masks that they're wearing, due to the fear that they're holding on to, the doubt that plagues them. We really don't see the faces of the people that we're looking at. We see a mask, in a literal and symbolic sense. These are interesting times that we live in indeed. What a time to be alive, might I add. I look at death in a way that I don't know if many do, but I'm sure there are a few that may have my sentiment. I don't hold the negative weightiness that some may attach to the word death, to the process of death. I consider death as something that is a part of life, which I think many would agree with. But I also think that it is rewarding in that it begins a new thing. Everything in life must come to its end. But in coming to its end, something else is renewed. There's a constant fluctuation of energy, of now you see me, now you don't. It's a play, if you will. The play of life. And I've really put some thought into the word as of late, due to life and times that we're living in. And I began to think of an alternative to how many may think of life or death, as it were. So walk with me for a moment as we imagine a place where there was a supreme, awesome energy that pre-existed everything. And this energy exploded immensely into various forms of energetic life, from dirt to water to trees to birds to animals, human beings, and anything and everything else that you can think of that exists on planet Earth and in all of the universe, galaxies, cosmos. Imagine all of these things deriving from one energy, one awesomeness ball of energy. And that energy expresses itself in the various forms that now exist on what we know as planet Earth. Imagine this. Also imagine that everything that exists on this planet Earth, knowing that it derived from this one ball of awesomeness. And in knowing that, it had complete trust, complete faith that everything that was, everything that is, and that was going to be was completely protected and purposed, because anything that happened was meant to happen, because anything that was or is came from the one ball of awesomeness. So with this knowledge, knowing that I have come from a ball of awesomeness that has exploded into the various forms of life that now exist, why would this ball of awesomeness want to hurt itself? Why would this ball of energetic, supreme awesomeness choose to hurt itself if this is where I come from? So if you came forth into this earth as whatever it is that you call yourself, Michael, John, Christina, Beth, whatever it is that you call yourself, if you were taught from a child that everything that you see around you, from the birds in the sky, the plants growing from the ground, the trees, the air that you breathe, the fish that swim in the water, all of these things and more all come from one ball of awesomeness. And everything that goes on in your lifetime is a part of one harmonious family. You're all one in this humongous dance called the Earth Dance, the human race dance, the animal kingdom dance, the fruit and plant world dance. We're all one awesome energy participating in one beautiful symphony, one beautiful dance, one awesome conversation. I believe if we had the mentality that we came forth on this earth with a purpose, with an opportunity to be put here on this planet, to experience this planet, to experience, in essence, yourself, to bear witness to yourself, and yourself being everything that you behold with your eyes is you. If you have been put here to observe, to enjoy, to embrace, and to live as fully as possible in everything that you are surrounded by, filled with, and if you knew that every second and moment on this earth was planned perfectly to absolute perfection, it would be hard to worry or fear about much of anything, because there would be such a level of comfort and peace in knowing that you are truly an expression, and in watching and witnessing everything that interacts and goes on in front of your eyes, you are just watching an expression of yourself. And the closeness that one would feel knowing this, the comfort, the peace, the harmony, it would have to exist. There would be no room for fear or doubt, because you know that you have arrived exactly when you should, and you shall leave exactly when you should. And when you leave, you will be doing nothing more but returning from whence you came. That is all. A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth. You see, when you are born into the mindset that all is well, no matter what illnesses are round about you, no matter what plagues are going on, no matter what circumstances you are faced with, there are ultimately different forms of illusion, different forms of ways for you to doubt the things that don't need doubting. You see, 10 does not make mistakes. It is impossible. It is us, the human being, that makes the mistake in not realizing that we are truly one with everything that exists. And I say it's a mistake because a baby is not born with any sort of fear in their heart, any sort of doubt or confusion in their heart. Everything is completely as clear as it should be to a newborn baby. And what they see is absolute wonder, joy, happiness. They are in complete harmony with all that is. That's why they can freely poop on themselves, throw up on themselves, cry whenever they choose to, urinate on whoever or whatever is around, because they know the secret to it all. They do. And whether we like to admit it or not, that is the case. A flower does not germinate and grow and have any sort of fear or worry about it. It does what it's supposed to do naturally, and that is grow. That is rise up towards the sky, giving absolute praise and glory and thanks and joy and jubilation and all of these things to existence and to its fellow brother flowers and plants and birds and fish. It is a huge symphony, a dance, a ballet, a rock show, a comedy show. It is what it is. And all we are meant to do is come, see, and conquer. I came, I saw, and I conquered. And then we rest. And then we rest. That is our portion. To come forth, to witness all of this beauty, and to conquer. Because this beauty is us. And so, we are meant to conquer ourselves, to know ourselves, to know thyself fully. And in doing so, there will be no room at all to doubt a thing. No room to doubt an absolute thing, to worry about a thing. Any flu, any wickedness, any institution, nothing that raises any form of doubt or confusion or worry. You will grow like the beautiful rose. You will fly like the glorious bird. And you will laugh and poop like a newborn baby, with not a care in the world. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Find comfort in your surroundings. Find comfort in loved ones. Find comfort in nature. Find comfort in yourself. Come, see, conquer. That is your portion. Live life to the fullest. Live life to the fullest. We're just trying to get the vibrations right. It's all about getting the vibrations right. All is well. Be well. But before I go, I must ask you, what have you forgotten? Go fish.